Hey, this is Lucian MacAndrew, and this is the first video in my series meeting creationist claims. This one will be about the long-term E.Coli experiment. In the long-term E.Coli experiment, we have a direct observation of speciation. Creationists counter this with they are still bacteria. In other words, creationists demand that for this to be a valid experiment, the bacteria has to change into something that is not bacteria. Now, in this video, I will address how fucking stupid that is. Now, to explain this, you need to understand basic biological taxonomy. First of all, life is divided into non-cellular life and cellular life. Non-cellular life is like viruses and viroids. We can ignore them in this video. Cellular life is divided into 3 domains, and I apologize in forehand for not knowing the correct pronunciation for all of these words, so bear with me. Now, cellular life is divided into 3 domains: archaea, which we can ignore in this video, bacteria, which we will get back to, and eukarya, which is the group where basically all life is, everything you call alive is divided into, except maybe bacteria. All plant life and all animal life is within this group. Now, here you see the biological taxonomy. Plantae, which is plants that produce seeds, like trees for example, and fungi are of the same domain, but they belong to different kingdoms. The next level is phylum. For example, the mold on fine cheese and black mold belong to one phylum, while all the mushrooms you find in the forest belong to another one. They're of the same kingdom, but different phylum. Now, moving down to class. The mold you find on fine cheese and penicillin is the same phylum as black mold, but not the same class. They differ at the class level. Moving through the plant kingdom here, which we will not get further into, but you know, still enjoy the amount of work I put into this. Now, to use another example. Arthropods belong to the kingdom Animalia. Animalia is all animals. The phylum is Arthropods. That's all animals with an exoskeleton. Now, crabs and a black widow differs at a class level. They are of the same phylum. A scorpion and a black widow would be an example of animals that are of the same class, but of different orders. A crab and a lobster would be of the same order, but belonging to different families. We can use insects as another example. Insects are a class, so all insects belong to the same class. Now, a wasp and a Hercules beetle would differ at an order level. They're of the same class, different orders. A wasp and a giant hornet would differ on a genus level. They're the same family, but different genuses. Now, moving through the animal kingdom, let's use humans as an example. Now, human belongs to the species sapiens, and we are the genus Homo. We belong to the same family as chimpanzees and orangutans. It should be noted that humans are as far from chimpanzees as chimpanzees are from orangutans. Now, human belong to the family Hominidae and to the order Primates. We're of the class mammals, just as dogs and tigers. We're of the phylum Chordata, which means we have nostril cords. So at a phylum level, we are at the same phylum as brown trout, the common lizard, bald eagle, dolphins. At a kingdom level, humans are of the group Animalia, which are where all animals belong. So at a kingdom level, we're the same as, for example, pillar coral. We belong to the domain Eukarya, so on the main level, we're in the same group as white moss, for example, or black mold, or penicillin, or pine tree. Now, let's get back to bacteria. Bacteria is a domain, or in some cases a kingdom, depending on whose taxonomy you're using. Now, we're not gonna get closer into detail here, but let's look at the E.Coli branch. In the E.Coli experiments, we have managed to observe speciation. For example, 2 different species would be toadstools and destroying angels, if you know your mushrooms. So in other words, The E.Coli has changed on a species level to something that is no longer E.Coli. That is all we need to observe speciation. This new bacteria is of the species, call it not E.Coli. Now getting back to the creationist claim that it needs to change into something that is not bacteria for this experiment to be valid, let's take a look at what that really means. If a human would give birth to a chimpanzee, that would be a change on a family level. So still, not even close what creationists are asking for to accept evolution. Now let's imagine a human gave birth to a red fox or tiger. That is still not even close to what creationists are asking for. What if a human would give birth to a brown trout? Nope. That would be a change on the phylum level. Not even close to what creationists are asking for. What if a human gave birth to pillar coral? Nope. That would be a change on a kingdom level. Still not what creationists are asking for. Now, what if a human gave birth to a spruce tree? Would that be enough? Nope. So, to ask for the bacteria to become something that is not bacteria is asking more than for a human to give birth to a mushroom. You understand now how stupid your demand is?